What's up, RagerRaven5678 here, and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes. So last time we started this case here. Wow, that was weird. I was moving my stick forward, and my dude decided to go backwards. Anyways, what the hell is that? That little ghost trail. Okay, I might be tripping today. Oh, that's just like a little wind thingy. Wow. Okay. Well, hey, details, right? Anyways, okay. So let's see. So we got to investigate the murder of Abby Grant, and then check suspicious places found by Toby in the garden. Oh yeah. Okay. So remember last time we actually went around the. That's what it is. So last time we went around the the garden. Asked Toby. So let's see here.
This hook might be useful.
Okay.
Small gardening tools, nothing of great interest. This old suitcase sounds hollow. It must be empty. Bags of seed. Some empty bags were recently moved.
Okay, interesting. Why would the murderers come over here? The only thing that seems kind of strange is empty bags of seed that were moved. Don't even know why. It is possible that they decided to go there and they're like, nah, let's not go in the shed, and then they decided to come here, but we don't know yet. Oh, there we go.
There's something glittering at the bottom there, but how can I reach it?
Oh, come on, Sherlock. You know how we're gonna reach it. There we go, and boom.
Silverware. This is hardly a coincidence. The Brackenstall coat of arms. It appears that we have found the stolen silverware.
Very interesting. So this murder, if you remember, we think it might be part of the Randall gang, and the only thing that was stolen was silverware that we just found. But how strange! They didn't. It's like they weren't even trying to steal it. They were just trying to maybe set up. Like like as I said before, we don't actually know if it is the Randall gang yet, but it could be somebody possibly. It could be possibly someone trying to frame them, but we don't know. Even though there are witnesses saying that it was the Randall gang. Oh well. Robbery is the motive. Robbery is confirmed as the motive for the crime. The criminals may have plans to return for the silverware that they dumped. Imitated robbery. The robbery could have been used to had been imitated to explain Sir Eustace's death. The silverware was not supposed to be found. That's what I would think. Murderous visitor. Sir Eustace was murdered by the one person who was visiting that night. It was he who tied up Lady Brackenstall. He is tall and strong. Let's go ahead and look and see what would it be like if it was the other way around. Just to see if that makes sense. The Randalls are guilty. Wow, we can just end this thing already? Well, hold up. The Randalls are guilty. Sir Eustace was murdered by the Randall gang. Robbery is confirmed as the motive of the crime. The case is too simple for you. Take this opportunity to give all your credit to Lestrade. Your name will not appear in the press. Trump the police. The speed of which you resolve this thorny problem is the indicator of a genius. The police, nah. No. Sorry. That's okay. We just started this case, and we've only been to one other place, which is our house. It's just in the middle of the street. No, Asset just says it's too simple. So, and sometimes a case can actually be that simple, but well, not that I would know, but I mean, it's. In other words, it's too easy. And if something seems too easy, then it's most likely wrong. If that makes sense.
The intruder's
As something that's
trail is
complicated,
lost behind this wall.
as something that's supposed to be as complicated as a murder case, yeah, I don't know, man. Cause now I'm thinking about it.
Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire.
Cause now I'm thinking about it. I mean, sometimes murder cases can be obvious, but oh well. I guess this is it. Oh no, we still got some places to go. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and go back home, perform this analysis on this piece of bell rope that was used. Oh yeah, it was used to tie Brackenstall to a chair. It may have sense of the murders. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we'll come back here and ask the chick about her silverware. I guess we're gonna be asking her about her silverware. You know, okay, here's a weird theory, right? So, you know how so in the last episode I said, what if the maid had something to do with it? It's just a weird thought, right? So, what if so if we can remember, Brackenstall went to bed, and then Eustace, if I'm saying his name right, I don't really know. You know, was chilling out drunk downstairs, right, while Brackenstall was asleep. The maid was also upstairs, and she claimed that she saw a couple people, you know, standing out in the gate, but thought nothing of it. Now, what if the maid was also downstairs when they tied out Brackenstall? Now, hear me out. Brackenstall says there was 3 people. If I can remember, I think only one of them had a glass of wine. If not, maybe it was 2. See. Oh, here we go. 2 glasses with traces of decanted wine, but without beeswing. And a third glass with wine and a large amount of beeswing were found in the dining room. Okay. So, from the picture here, it seems like 2 of the glasses were sipped and drank and left, right? And then the third one doesn't. So maybe it could have been a little bit of guilt over the maid. Now, this is if the maid is part of it. Now, another thing, right? The only thing that they stole was the silverware. So, like, why would it be the only thing that they stolen in a big ass house like that? Plus, how would they know exactly where it would be? Because now this is just me coming from a modern day experience, but there's a lot of damn drawers in that house, alright, if I can remember correctly. So they would have had to, you know, get in, get all the stuff, bail out, and, you know, do all this stuff, wrap it up, put it down the well, and stuff like that. So, yeah. There's a lot of thought put into that. It's like, that to me would make sense if, who's this chick anyways? Here we go. Teresa? So, yeah. Because if you remember, Eustace was pretty abusive, not only to Brackenstall here, but also to Teresa, so, or Theresa, whatever you want to call her. I don't care. Alright. Anyways, enough theory. Let's go ahead and analyze this rope.
Let us see how the rope was cut. The fibers at the end of the rope are smoothly cut.
Yeah.
Let us try to find out what tool was used to cut the rope.
A knife?
If I cut the rope with a knife, it matches the original.
Alright, so what I had to use, I would have had to use a knife to cut the rope. The rope was cut once with a sharp knife and tied quickly in a sailor's knot. That could indicate the intruder has a sailor's background. Okay. I guess that makes sense. I mean, when Sherlock pointed out that the knot was in a sailor's knot, I was like, oh, it's somebody who has a sailor background. But now that, but anyone can really learn how to do a sailor's knot, right? I don't know, maybe not back in those days, because, you know, they didn't have YouTube. Let's see what we got here. Look for a sailor. The person who was visiting that night was probably a sailor. Okay. I'm just curious, okay? But let's go ahead and go back to 3 people. And see if that will change anything. Wait. Oh, God damn it. Okay, no. No. So nothing. Okay, so there's nothing that changes when I use this. So let's go ahead and turn everything back to what I still think it could be. So, alright. Like I said, so far a lot more things are connecting, so it just sounds more likely. Alright. Well, I guess we're gonna be looking for a sailor. What's this? Oh yeah. Right. Investigate the murder, search for possible sailor suspects. Where the hell are we gonna find sailor? Yeah, where the hell are we gonna find sailors? Alright. I know that sounds like an easy question, but I'm talking about in this game. Like, where's he gonna let me go? Alright.
Inspector, I have recovered the stolen silverware.
You are a wizard, Mr. Holmes. And where is it?
In the garden well.
Excuse me?
Unique, isn't it?
Rather absurd. What is the point of stealing silverware and then throwing it down into a well?
Perhaps it was used as a temporary hiding place, or simply the thieves wanted to get rid of it. It is up to us to solve this mystery.
Right, well that didn't tell me anything new. Okay, that explains it. Oh, we need to search the archives too. Whoops. Walk of Gibraltar, 1893. The name of the ship and the date of Lady Brackenstall and her maid's voyage from Australia. Ah, see how it's coming together now. So we're thinking that we're looking for a sailor. And if you remember, Brackenstall, I think she's from Australia or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, but she did just come from a voyage, from Australia. Ooh, very interesting. Okay, let's actually go. Oh crap, we gotta do a little. Gotta make our way all the way back to this thing. There we go. All right. At this point, I'm kind of wondering if we're even going to be meeting the Randall gang. I mean, I'm pretty sure we could if we were to think actually that it was them that could have committed the murder and robbery, but again, we still don't know, man. Alright, so Rock of Gibraltar, 1893, the name of the ship and date of Lady Brackenstall. Okay, so we're looking for the ship. Or something to do with 1893. I say 1893. Yeah, 1893. Oh. Going to 93. And there we go. Arrival of Rock of Gibraltar, a ship's return. Or a ship return. The Rock of Gibraltar, a bulk carrier from the, oh hell, Adelaide, Southampton, London line, Cunard Building, James Street, London, has returned from a 6-month voyage through India, New Zealand, and Australia. The ship brought to England Miss Mary Fraser, the heirs of the Fraser family, owning land and 10 mines in Australia. This reportedly beautiful young lady is presently engaged to Sir Eustace Brackenstall, one of the wealthiest gentlemen in Kent.
Here it is.
Right.
The shipping company, the Adelaide, Southampton, London line, and its address. Interesting. It must be the place where they keep the records, including the one for the crew of the Rock of Gibraltar.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard, they'll give it to you without any problems.
But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
Specialist? Alright. Address the Rock of Gibraltar ship owner. We can find the crew list there. Alright, so it seems like we're gonna have to go. Alright. Let's go ahead and go back to Abbey Grange, whatever the hell it's called. To the Abbey, we can call it to the Abbey. And talk to Brackenstall about the silverware. Not that I really think that she's gonna tell us much of importance, but hey, you know what? Like Sherlock says, nothing's small in a good mind or something like that. In a genius mind.
We found your silverware, Lady Brackenstall. It had not been taken very far.
Is that true? I am very thankful to you, Mr. Holmes.
Your ladyship? We found your mistress's silverware.
Oh, that's good news. You really are as clever as they say.
Indeed.
Well, that absolutely did nothing. Alright. Yeah, we kind of expected it wasn't really going to go anywhere, but still. Alright. So let's go ahead and head back home. And then, yeah, I guess we're going to have to disguise ourselves as a sailor again. Alright.
My...
Morning down. Oh my god, come on, I really wish I could wear that. I know. Alright. Wait, what? Oh, it's not letting me. Huh. Not let me wear it. Hey Watson, yes, can you help your boy out here?
Watson, I need Wiggins. Is he anywhere nearby?
He's right across the street. You can give him a sign from the window.
Okay. We're gonna talk on that little kid again.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
I need a register, my young friend. If you could borrow it, there will be half a guinea for every one of you. I need the crew list of the Rock of Gibraltar in 1893 and their current employment.
I'm straight on it, Mr. Holmes.
Do you really think they'll find it, Holmes?
My secret police is better than the Yard in many ways.
Here it is, Mr. Holmes. But we can't take it back. It's too risky.
Put it on the table. I'll take care of it. Good work, young Wiggins.
Alright, which table did you put it down on, kid? Oh, there we go.
This list shows the senior officers of the Rock of Gibraltar, on which Lady Brackenstall and her maid made their voyage. Lady Brackenstall does not know anyone in England. This must mean that someone on this list is our mysterious visitor.
Right.
And these are the lists of the senior officers of the Adelaide, Southampton, London Line ships. Let us find out who was in London upon November the 7th.
Okay. So we're looking for November the 7th. 28th. 17th. Wait, what? Oh, I'm stupid. There's another date right there too. Oh my god. Oh wait, you know what though? I think I'm actually gonna have to try to match these up somehow. 1993, 94, so those are different years. Different years. Okay, I'm kind of slow. Oh, there's another day up here. God. Alright, so the murder date was on November 7th, 1894. Right. So... Okay, sorry. I'm like discovering like different things here. Like now I just realized that, oh, they actually have the ship names up here. Okay. Alright, well there's two Mr. Charles Chill. Henry Southward.
This list shows the senior This officer was on a ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the time of the crime.
Okay, so I gotta see which one's in London. That, or I gotta go through every one of these things and actually like cross out until I find the right guy. So the murder date happened on the 7th. Okay, so someone would be there, would be here.
I do not think that this sailor has any connection to the case.
Right. Alright. Mr. Herbert Whittington.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
Alright, so cross him out. Okay, I don't see anyone else's name on this list, so go ahead and go over here. There's Henry Southward.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
There's also Ernest
This
too, which
officer
can be
is still
involved.
at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
Alright, William, Thomas, or Jack. William, Thomas, or Jack. That's William.
This officer was on a ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the time of the crime.
Okay, so now we're looking for either Jack Crocker or Thomas Walker. It's Jack Crocker.
Mr. Jack Crocker was in London upon the date of the crime, and he is due to depart in 2 days.
We got that. Let's see if we can find Thomas. Here he is.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
Alright, so the only one it comes down to is Jack
Captain
Crocker.
Jack Crocker is our mysterious visitor. He was the only one around at the time of the murder.
Okay. So call Crocker to confront him. Alright.
This Crocker, do you think...
It would be interesting to meet him. Our young friend should be able to find him.
Alright, kiddo, we got another job for you.
Wiggins, could you find a way to bring this Captain Crocker here to us?
Crocker.
Holmes, that could be dangerous.
No problem, Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Holmes, I was informed that you were looking for me, and I'd like to know why.
Yes, it is important that we talk. You will soon understand why.
Alright. Go ahead and take a look at this boy. Trust me, this is the only time I'll ever be staring at a man. Well, how many the only time? Because technically, you know, the more you analyze a person, the more you get to know about them. But, wow. This is the kind of guy that will definitely stare you down at a poker game. Let's see here. I'm building. Seems like you got quite the many. I gotta see that. What? Alright.
You are acquainted with Lady Mary Brackenstall, are you not?
Yes, I think I do remember her from when I was first officer, but I still don't see...
It seems your relationship went beyond that of mere passenger and first officer.
How dare you?
Indeed, how reckless a feeling is love, particularly if one is prepared to commit a murder in its name.
Explain yourself this instant.
You are aware that the murder made the headlines of the morning press. You read the newspaper report, but to your dismay, found it much fabricated. Once you learned that I wanted to see you, you came straight away. You needed to know what I had found.
You... and what do you know?
That evening, you were with Lady Brackenstall, despite the danger.
I'm not afraid, Mr. Holmes. Besides, all of this is just guesswork.
You would be right, if there was evidence.
What then?
Lady Brackenstall was tied to a chair on the night of the murder. And it was you who tied her up.
You call that evidence?
Yes, as she was tied with a sailor's knot. Your handiwork.
So, it's a sailor who's done it. That proves nothing, Mr. Holmes. I'm not the only sailor in London right now. Your theory is flawed anyway. On the night of the murder, I was aboard the Sharp. I was supervising the repair of a porthole.
At night?
It was an emergency. There was a leak. You can ask the ship's carpenter. He can confirm.
I'm sure that he can.
Perfect. In that case, we have nothing more to talk about. Good evening, gentlemen.
Holmes, what should we do now? Would you like to check his alibi?
No. There is no doubt that these men will testify in his favor, and there will be no way to check.
So, what then?
So, we must work with what we have. We have all the puzzle pieces.
Okay.
Now I understand why.
I think we found her murderer. I mean, maybe it's too early, but it seems. Captain Crocker knows Lady Brackenstall, but he may be lying about his occupation on the night of the murder. I think he is. I mean, I think he is. Crocker's involvement. Crocker is lying. His involvement is clear. He appeared as soon as he heard that I was looking for him, thus signaling his guilt. Captain Crocker was aboard the Sharp on the night of the murder. He was not afraid to confront me. He had a confident demeanor. The captain, the killer. You know what? Like, I gotta be straight up honest. This is probably the smoothest case because there's not really a lot of people to talk to, you know? all we had to go on, it was Brackenstall, the maid, and the captain, as far as I remember. And yeah, I mean, yeah, this case just went smoothly. I really think the captain is the killer. So I think we pretty much hit the nail on the head here. Sir Eustace was murdered by one person who was visiting that night. The murderer is a tall and agile and a high-ranking sailor. Arrest Captain Crocker. Jack Crocker is the murderer. You'll bring him and his accomplice, Lady Brackenstall, to justice. The murder was committed in self-defense. Jack Crocker defended a woman against a violent and despicable man. The mystery is solved, but you can't decide to keep it a secret. There's no need to inform that. I'm gonna go ahead and arrest them. I'm sorry.
Wiggins, could you ask Mr. Crocker to come here again, please?
Right away.
I mean, I can understand you want to help a woman who's getting beaten by her own husband. Trust me, that should never fucking happen.
Why
That would
did you
piss me
make
off.
me come here again, Mr.
But to
Holmes?
kill him?
It is over. I know that it was you who killed Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
What?
I know because of the height at which the rope was cut. The knife used was a sea knife. The knots were sailor's knots, and not least the sheer force that was put behind the killing blow. And because you are the only one who knows Lady Mary Brackenstall in London. And because you love her.
It's true.
It is time for you to tell us the whole truth.
I admit that I loved Mary madly from the first day that I met her. But I never did come to visit her, for I believed that she was in a happy household.
Why is the
I
music
talked to
like
her
bumping
maid,
like
who
this?
told me everything. I was insane with rage. I was due to set sail for 6 months away. I wanted only to see her again. But it turned into a damnable nightmare when he barged in. He dared raise his hand to her. He was not even worthy of licking her boots. Oh, I regret nothing. I admit I killed the monster out of love for her.
Why is the music
She
going
will
off?
forgive me if she is able.
Lady Brackenstall already forgave you. She said nothing.
Mary.
But that makes her an accomplice as well as her maid. It places her in danger yet again.
Mr. Holmes.
You would not have managed to protect her.
Till I die, do you hear me? Here is a letter that sets everything clear. And it is the one that should be disclosed to the police. I am the only culprit. Mary had nothing to do with it. Now it is time to end this.
What? Oh! Oh, what the fuck is going on? What the hell was that?
You should have let me die.
Oh, he was
Can I
gonna kill
live
himself?
if
Oh
Mary
man,
suffers?
hell no.
I am sorry, Captain Crocker, but there has been quite enough death in this case. Inspector, I give you Sir Eustace's killer. He tried his best to perform his own justice.
Well, I'm not surprised. Yes, it was me. I confess.
Here is a piece of evidence that can be used in court.
Perfect. A case that went smoothly for once.
You're telling me, man. Sir Eustace was murdered by Captain Jack Crocker, who was visiting Lady Brackenstall that night. They staged it as a robbery by the Randall gang. Crocker used a sea knife to cut the bell rope to tie the lady, and then hid the silverware in the well. He committed a violent crime for which he deserved a condign punishment? What the hell is condign mean? Hold up, I need to know what this means. Condign.
Condign.
At least I said it right. Deserved. Okay. Deserved, adequate. Alright, cool. I learned a new word. Alright, so Captain's Killer. Did we get the right one? Oh shit, yo, we actually bombed this thing. Holy crap. Alright, warning, you're about to finish the case. Blah blah blah. Just. I am just. Alright. Well, there we go. That's our next case solved. I mean, yo. Alright. That case was awesome. That was fun. But it was pretty easy as well, man. I don't know. I don't know if it was too easy or I was just on the ball, like from start to finish. But there you go. That's all I got to say, really. Anyways, I guess I'll see you in the next episode. I mean, there's really nothing else to talk about. But yeah, so thanks so much for watching. See you later.